You ready to do this or you get nervous?
No! Why should I be nervous? Been around too long to get nervous anymore, except when I'm watching you blokes play and games like Melbourne the other week and this one today. And you certainly get yourselves in a position to win, and then fine effort today over St Kilda. Beat St Kilda and Melbourne, and especially St Kilda at full strength with four shield players.
Fantastic match review there from Don. Just a quick introduction. For this week's episode of Lions TV, I've got one of my favourite people from the club, none other than the great Don Jag Patrick. Now, we recognise milestone games and players making a certain amount of runs and a certain amount of wickets, but it's actually Don's 900th game for the club today. So Don, a little bit of reflection over the years. Some of the best players you've seen at Lionland.
Yes, that's pretty much.
Maybe we start with the batting.
Yeah, it's not hard to do because it did have some quality players over the years. We're going back 25 years. And we started because I was secretary at Doncaster in sub-district days, and the amalgamation came, and Fitzroy approached us in 1986. I can remember it was Australia Day. Australia weekend. And sub-district played on Saturday and Sunday, and district cricket played on Saturday and Monday. And the late Gordon Crouch came in, and one night on his way home, he lived in Croydon, he was a former player here, and was involved with Melbourne, and knew Kevin Kearney and that at Fitzroy, and said, Fitzroy are thinking of moving. And we thought, would Doncaster be interested? Because he was a Doncaster man, and the Crouches had acres and acres of orchards and everything. And they said to me,
mind you by this me?
No. And, but you can have one out of them. So that's virtually where it started. And on the Sunday morning, Dave Jensen and I were getting the wicket ready for the subby seconds, and this bloke came and walked around the ground and had a look at the wicket and the practice areas and whatever. And the practice area was a lot different to what it is now. And he was going to walk off, and I, of course, being my curiosity self, went out and I said, how you going? What can I do for you? He said, Tony McGee. He said, I'm the president of Fitzroy. I said, I'm Don Patrick, I'm secretary of Doncaster. He said, fantastic, he said. I said, come in, do you want a cup of coffee? And this was in the old pavilion, of which not a lot of people other than the Wattses who's probably about the right vintage to know the old pavilion. Came in and he came in and we started talking and said that they were in financial trouble and this and that and all the rest of it, and would be interested. So Ralston was on he was on holiday because Ralston was the president. He was up at Moolumbar, I think he was, and he came in and I rang him and I said, listen, I've got some big news for you. And he said, what? I said, I can't tell you, there's about 6 people around me. I said, I'll ring you back. So, and that's where it virtually all started, how Fitzroy got to Doncaster, and the pennant committee wouldn't allow us to play here. We went to a meeting, Kevin Kearney and I, and Ralston, and Tony McGee, who was the president, and Ron Dotel was the president of the pennant committee of Cricket Victoria, or the VCA as it was at the time, and he said, and he got up and he said, gentlemen, we haven't agreed to Fitzroy moving from Brunswick to Doncaster because the ground's not good enough, there's open spaces, all the rest of it. And I can always remember Kevin Kearney having a wife, and as long as I remember Kevin Kearney, God rest his soul, he did a lot around the place, and for Fitzroy, secretary for 37 years. And he stood up and he had the white cream manila folder, and he just threw it on the table and said, Mr. Chairman, you have destroyed Fitzroy Cricket Club. And we all got up and walked out, and then the pennant committee, they went to the delegates meeting, and then we got things action, and they had a vote first, and then they didn't allow it to go through, and then we got other sides on side, and Malcolm Gray, the second time it went to the pennant committee, Malcolm Gray proposed and had as chairman of Cricket Victoria, he made the recommendation that we have a trial period for 2 years, and we had to put fences up down the western side, temporary fences, and every Saturday morning we had to put these nets up and everything to hold, keep the faith with Cricket Victoria. And now, after 25 years, 1986-87 was the first season, and we've progressed to 2 premierships and second 11 premierships, third 11 premiership, and been a well-respected club. I would say more than a well-respected club, a highly respected club in Cricket Victoria.
All right, Donny, you've, I think for the people out there watching, they've just discovered how passionate you are for this club, and also how much you like the sound of your own voice. Now, that on my turn now. So, I'd like to say a couple of things about Don. Don's given us a great historical lecture about where the club came from and how the organisation started. But Don was also actually involved with the Doncaster Sharks Footy Club. Now, there's been someone who's a very loyal, passionate person. There's been some questions about, he sometimes jumps from team to team depending on which team is more successful that season. Now, there's been some speculation this year down at the Sharks that Donny wasn't seen too often throughout the year, and then all of a sudden they gathered a bit of momentum late in the year, and all of a sudden they were playing finals, some blokes were up and about, and someone pretty much claimed responsibility and was seen on Mad Monday with them, and I think it might even be going on an end-of-season footy trip. Is this correct?
No, I was with Doncaster all the time. As you're probably aware of, health-wise haven't been too good, but I only missed 4 games for the Sharkers for the year, and was still proffering a little advice to the trainers and that, but no.
Just the female trainers though, you don't...
No.
You don't muck around with the male ones.
No, I've got a good colt there that will probably go on and go far further in sports medicine, but anyway, that's another story. But no, Doncaster had a great passion, got a great passion for the footy club, got a great passion for sport and youth-grade sport, numerous debates and things like that.
Now Don, I'm going to reel off some names, and I want a very short response, preferably 5 words or less. This can be treated as call of the card. So preferably a long-winded extensive story of the person, but something along the lines of that argument with a statue. That would be exactly what we're after. So I'm just going to give you a few names of some ex-players you would have had a lot to do with, and some current players, and you feel free to summarise them. Nothing to be held back here. This is
an open card.
This is an open card. Let's just say this could be off the record. This won't be going on the Lions TV. This is just between me and you. Okay?
You never know. Fire it is, man.
I'll start off with one of your favourites. You've known him since he was a very young man-child, I might say. He was actually here today. Now he's actually terrorising sub-district players. Ben Waterman.
What can I say about Waterman? Bombastic. Self-opinionated. Overrated. Authoritarian on the go. And he's a school teacher.
Yeah, that pretty much says it all about Moose. I'll say something about Moose. I just think he's a prick. Moving on from Moose. The Watts brothers. We'll try and get these both done together.
The 3 Wattses. Angry men.
Angry little men?
Yes. No, Gary was an angry man. I can remember Gary coming in one day in the current pavilion. He always used to sit in the corner, and we had a new bloke I just forget who it was, came in and parked his bag there. Gary walked in and threw the bag right across the bloody room and said, "Nobody sits in my seat, ever." And he played the game hard, but oh God, he had some talent. He's made 3 double centuries, and he was talented. 67 games or something.
It's an eight double hundreds in district cricket. You have to be a very fine player.
Oh,
You've got to have some extreme ability, and not many players have done it, have
And Rodney was Rodney was a nice play.
they? Now, hang on, I've got to cut you shortly. We wanted a short response. Moving on, Dave Plumpton.
Yeah. Most talented bloke I think I've seen here.
Maxwell. He's got a bit of talent.
Yes.
Hasn't got a brain though.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Got a cricket brain. Sometimes doesn't use it, but in terms of the game, but he's a very talented cricketer, and we certainly, from a club point of view, wish him well.
Moving on to some more Fitzroy Doncaster legends. We've got a couple more. One current captain coach, Lloyd Nash.
Nash quality player.
Quality player?
Yeah.
Quality person?
Yes, captain, the best down Shield side we had. There was administration stuff up there. The team we had finished up with 6 blokes playing district first, and Nashy playing state cricket out of that.
What about someone like Darren Mottshall? You've been pretty hard on him and called the card over the years. Nothing that comes to mind when you think of Mottsh.
Mottsh, good seconds player. That's the cloud I say with Mottsh. But